I'm getting the greens first. I figure we'll start with this. How is everyone? Hi, Renee. How are you, love? You know what's really funny? You messaged me, and I forgot to go check my messages. I'm silly. Welcome, everybody. We are going to make some jewelry today. If they're... Oh, I'm very happy to see you as well, Renee. How are you doing? Can I go check them now? I can. I need to just send you my phone number. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, those are stinking cute. Ma'am. Got it. Okay, I'm gonna set this back aside. I'm gonna show. I think we're on YouTube. So, hi Maria, how are you? Hi Sarita. I'm gonna show you. Headaches are the worst. Hi Maria, how are you today? Hi Sarita. I'm doing good. Okay, babe. Greta, you got YouTube. Awesome. How are you doing, Greta? All right, guys, we're going to play. But first, I should not show that on there. I want to show you Renee's little creations. This is her scorpion with a butterfly. There is a purple spider. Oh, yeah, those blingies that you got last night are going to be perfect for that. Your son's been naughty. Kids are the best. This is green. Purple. I know the green. Oh, that's kind of cool how you made it into a keychain. Or a purse charm, or a dangle, or all the things. Red, Rob's favorite color. Your husband's in timeout. Okay. And then these are the hangy ones. Right? The little crabby. Oh, I see what you mean by the crabby faces. Those are really awesome, babe. You did well. Cute. All right. So we're going to play with some of these beads that we got from Alice Gifty Gypsy. And I don't really have a plan in place because I think it's that's all that matters, is it makes you happy. I think what I want to do is start with a bag and make some earrings, and we can pivot to wherever you all would like to go, because that's what we do. These are aventurine. We're going to set them up here, and we're going to see how Tam's brain works. Tam's brain could be very frightening sometimes. It's those butterflies. I know, right? So my brain immediately went to, these are vintage check. My brain immediately went to a bracelet and a pair of matching earrings. The bracelet gets one butterfly and then the two earrings. So she kills me when she mixes metals, you guys. But I do like the bronze with this, so we should grab some bronze. They won't look good on anything. So Renee, I realized it's funny. I put a roll of 14 gauge silver is all I could find last night. Zombie. Hey, beautiful. How are you? Lovey love. I'm gonna mod you just in case. Um, right? Okay. We're gonna do this thing, you guys. I have so many. I cleaned my desk. I know I didn't see any, and I just wanted to get your package out this morning. But yeah, it's a situation. So we're gonna work with bronze. Because why not? Zombie. Zombies. I like these, and they're sitting on my desk, so maybe that was a sign, right? Um, I'm on YouTube being a fool, is what's happening right now. I am on YouTube being a fool. So I did this little drawer thing, so I didn't have stuff all over my desk, and I haven't decided yet if I like it or not, so we'll see. It could be irritating. So we have some antique bronze head pins, and we need some antique bronze eye pins, which why don't I have any here? Because I was separating them out, and they're everywhere. They're in this basket. So we'll grab a handful and just call it D for done and mess with this basket later. Okay, that's the thing. Got it. All right. So obviously, as usual, plus I decided last minute we're going to do a team gift exchange to bring up morale. Ugh. What did I miss before that? Athena, I've had a horrible day, so watching you create should help my mood. Athena, I'm sorry. Why'd you have a horrible day, loves? Oh, I went and got my ring last night. I'm excited to get it. You're going to try to fix your sewing machine. That's never a good idea, Greta. Difficult people. I like the way you dotted that. Jerks. Well, we love you and we're going to hang out and we're going to make pretties. So that's what's going to happen today, my love. Head pins. I always do the head pins. Big jerk faces. People should not be allowed. We're going to start off with a daisy spacer as always. And we are going to, yes, we are. It's always a hit or miss if my heavy duty pins will fit through check beads. So bonus it fits. These daisies, I have them in all the colors. I sell them in all the colors, just pointing out. And this is why I need to get my Great. I love you. Something fell off the foot. I think it's just a loose screw. Seems to be a theme. Yeah, it does seem to be a theme these days. A loose screw. Story of my life. I have a loose screw. You tried getting them in all the colors yesterday, ma'am. But, honey, I don't have them organized. So, one of these days, Renee, we're just going to FaceTime and I'm going to give you a reality check of what you asked of me last night. I did the best I could. All right, guys, we need some tools. 6-step pliers, round nose. We have needle nose, crimp pliers, and wire cutters. I think that'll get us through what we need. Oh, you're going to have to ask Alice. Alice knows. Alice has been in my bedroom many, many, many times. Your caption said brown nose. Oh no. Oh no. It's a day. All right, we're going to make a loop. Just going to get it together. We're making earrings. We're starting with earrings. So these are some of the beads that I got from Alice. Nothing. We're commiserating over my disaster in my bedroom. And Greta is watching my closed captions and it's catching up my Kansas accent, so it's making weird things. We're just entertained. It's all good. You didn't miss much. Simple loop. We're going to do this thing, guys. To make a simple loop, you go all the way to your beads. You go up a little bit. See there how there's just a tiny space there? And you bend it over. Okay? Yeah, I need a bead above that. Then you need to take your wire cutter, your flush cutter, and you want the flat side against your project. I am going to measure at the end of my finger. It's about 3/8 of an inch. I'm going to hold this so it doesn't fly, and I'm going to snip it and I'm going to set it down. We are going to do the exact same thing to the other one. I said flush. It's not my fault you can't hear. So again, we're going to go up a smidge, bend it over. The difference is with this one, we are going to take the piece that we just cut off. We're going to measure it against this. Again, taking your flush cutter and cutting it exact. Okay. So what that does is it ensures that you have the same size loop. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love you guys. I'm going to go right here. And I'm just holding this tight and I'm rolling towards myself. You can roll away from yourself. You do whatever makes you comfortable to create that loop. I'm going to put the other one on the same place on my plier. This one feels shorter for some silly reason. And we're going to roll it slowly back until it reaches that. So we have the bottom component for our earrings. Now, I want to pull into this some of this aventurine. So to do that, I am going to, it does. So here's the best part. Rob loves Tam. Mary's Casual Treasures, my dear friend Mary, made that for me in the Artisan Creative Train last month. And she demoed stamping on jewelry. So that was her demo for the Artisan Create. Isn't it amazing? She's so sweet. I know, I love it so much. So we could just do this and just have a little dangle. We could throw a daisy on, and I'm just like literally auditioning stuff here to see what is going. How did you miss that? I don't know. You were kind of in and out of shows. I understood you. I hear you. I feel you. So I like the daisy. Maria, correct. The daisy. Mary's Casual Treasures. Would somebody tag her for me? Thank you, Lynn. She made me this in the raid train. She also demoed how to do this, which is funny because I got all this stuff to make copper bracelets like 3 days before she did that demo, and I had no idea that's what she was doing. So, um, do I already know what I'm going to do here? Absolutely. But it's fun to play. So, this is the difference between just a basic design and an elevated design. So, just by adding 2 beads, it totally changes the look of this. And by using this bead again, it's tying everything together. In my in-person shows, Lynn, I sell a ton of copper earrings. A ton. Yeah. But it's the gem and mineral show, so it's natural stone. It's my natural stone people. So you have to take that into consideration too. You have to know your audience and where you're selling. I would imagine if you're doing an in-person where you live, copper may not be the best choice because they're going to patina. Do I use the coated? No. I use bare copper. It's a whole thing. Thank you, Maria. So, focus on what you're doing here, Tam. Let's get these out of the way so you can see. So you see the difference here, what just 2 beads can do. Yeah, I don't, I'm not a huge fan of the coated wires. Do I use it? Yes, because some people prefer it, but not a fan. I like my natural stuffs. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this, and I'm going to show you another fun tool that you can use, and it is called the One Step Looper. And this is another way to make loops. So this is you love-hate relationship again. Some people love it, some people hate it. I happen to like it. Oops, nope, we don't want to do that. There we go. So you slide in, there's a hole in the top. You can see it's coming out. I want this right up against there, and I want to make sure that my loop is laying flat because this is going to make a loop and then they're going to be laying the same direction. I'm going to go slow. That cuts it, and then that piece pushes it around until you meet. Then I just give it a little jog back, and you have a perfect loop. That was so easy. We're going to do that again with the other one. It's all SNG until someone GNS. Again, hold it flat. I'm going to go slow all the way around till it meets. Jog it back. And there we have it. Easy peasy, right? To put these together, we are going to open up our loop, bead on our butterfly, close our loop, make sure that's closed right there. Do the same thing with the other one. Open it side to side, thread on butterfly, close, make sure it's closed. Ear wires are over here. With these, see, ear wires all organized. I'm proud of that, you guys. They're simple, they're easy, but the good thing about them is you need that man, if I don't have everything in front of me, it doesn't get used. So to fix my craziness, I label all of my drawers. Side to side, hook your earring in, close it side to side, make sure that loop is closed. Do the same thing with this one. I'm a huge fan of the mini drawers. Great. Wait, back. Slow down. I struggle sometimes with my dangles turning in different directions. Do you have a trick to get them to hang straight? I do. Absolutely. So let's say this is directional and I need it to go a certain way. So you take your ear wire like this, and I want this to be the front. What you can do is take a pair of pliers and hold this end. Take a second pair of pliers and hold this end, and turn your loops to where it goes the direction that you need it to go. Does that make sense, Greta? There you go. One set of mini drawers. Yeah. I'm very lucky. I find them all the time. I'm very, very lucky with that. What kind of wire are you using? They are. Well, come join us with live thrifting. I'll find you some. Hi, Karen. Hello again, lovely. Those are there. So sometimes it's not about the brand, it's about overuse. I didn't. No. No. That's because that's because I have nothing listed. Hold that thought, folks. Thanks, Lynn. Da da da. It's a whole thing. It happens. I forget these things sometimes. There's weird stuff in my bin now. What? Okay, I cloned everything from last night. I have no idea why. There's junk journal stuff in there because it was my beach show last night. So there's that. Okay. Eh. The thing with it is like the small ones, um, if I find them, I can hold them, and I can literally fit, I think it was 3 of them in a priority box. Hi, Critter Chops. How are you, sir? So, all right, we're going to set these to the side, and we're going to start with this butterfly. We obviously want a butterfly to match our earrings, and I'm thinking about what I did with my earrings when I'm designing a matching bracelet. So we're obviously going to put a daisy on either end of the butterfly. That's a given. We're probably going to go with 3 and 3 because I love my threes. Let's grab the bronze spacers. And see if we have something similar to what I got from Gifty Gypsy because I don't have those exact ones. I think they're the same, but they're rounded, not, they're the same pattern, just not the same shape. That's what my mouth is trying to get out of it. So we can do these because it's going to look kind of similar from the side. So we'll do those. Had to go out and come in 3 times. You had no audio. Whatnot is so crazy these days. Well, I'm glad you came back. A lot of people just won't come back, which, that's a thing. And then let's measure and see if we need a couple more of those. So, like always, we need approximately 6 inches to make a 7-inch bracelet. And we are not there yet. So let's scooch this all down and see. better idea of where we're at. If I would have put this on the steel rod, it would have been easier. You come back for the people you want to see. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So, because I have this going like this, and I am only at 5 inches, so I need like another inch of beadwork, right? Tamika, hi love, how are you doing? So 3 of these beads are going to equal about an inch. So that tells me that if I do 3 on each side of that butterfly, it's going to be way too long. So I have to think about changing my design in order to make this happen. So what I'm going to do for the change is I'm going to do 3, 2, 2, and see if that's going to help us out, right? So really all I added was 2 beads. And that takes me to a perfect, oh, come on, 6 inches. Just saying. And you can play with it. You can juggle it around. You can, I mean, all the things you can do to get to where you need to get. But I really like them being symmetrical. It's kind of a thing. So I've cut like 11 inches. I'm going to put this. You guys are funny. I'm going to throw this on just in case I need it. I don't think I will, but you never know. Get on there, please. Thank you. So I got this huge bag of beads because I was getting pony beads for the Naked Maple's daughter. And I had Rob throw it in the cart Saturday night. Didn't think anything of it. It's all a bunch of plastic pony beads. And I got home and went to put it in her bag, and I pulled it out. And there was like so many close-in-A beads in the bottom of that bag. It was craziness. So I had fun separating it all out. And now I have a ton of vintage close-in-A beads, which is kind of exciting. So Maple's daughter gets her beads, I get my beads, and we're both happy. So this is what it's going to look like. Yeah. Alice, okay, I'm cray. I was thinking you were making a stretch bracelet so the run of 9 would look different on that. I'm slow. No, you're good. We got this. I'm just making it difficult for myself is what's happening right now. So again, the measurement is right at 6 inches. Good things happen when you help people. Glad you, I know. Critter, they're so gorgeous. If you, here, I'm going to segue for a second, you guys. because I know you're at a lot of estate sales. So this is all the beads separated out. These are vintage trade beads. And then these are the cloisonne beads. And they actually, back in the day, handmade each and every bead. Now they manufacture them, and you can tell the difference because the manufactured ones, you can't feel the raised metal. It's just smooth. So that's one way to tell the vintage ones because that's raised. Another thing that they used to do is they didn't fill in the base color. They would leave it just the gold tone or the silver tone. So these beads are just beautiful. And look at this little puppers. It's a little puppy bead. He's stinking cute. He's got a hole in his head. So anyway, and these are the Tibetan silvers. And when they're silver, they're non-magnetic, but when you click them together, they sound almost like bells. So there's your education for the day, critter. You got to learn something. Why else? Be here, right? All right, back to our bracelet. All right, into my craft mates. Yeah, I got some gorgeous beads in that. So again, I told about my craft mates where I keep all of my basic findings. I have one for each metal colorway that I use, and this is for my costume jewelry. I keep all of my sterling and gold in a completely different place so it doesn't accidentally get mixed up. But this is what we're going to play with today. There's those. Yeah, these containers, they discontinued them for a while. And anytime I get like an estate sale and they have them, I automatically buy them because they're the best. They have different sizes, and these are purple ones. I'll show you. They're the purple ones, and they hold 2 layers. They do have some that hold single layer, but they're great for storage. They're also great for going to like in-person shows. Because I can just grab that and I have all the findings I need with one container. All right, so to close off this bracelet, we are going to put on a crimp tube. Alice, remind me to show you the crimp beads. I have them in, I don't remember what colors I have, but I will look. So you're going to go up through the small tube on the side. You're going to go around and down, and you're going to go back through that crimp tube. Okay. And pull this down. So this is what it looks like. You have to go take before the storm hits. Okay. So when I do this, I'm just going to squeeze this down a little bit so it lays straight. I'm grabbing my crimp pliers, and if you notice on your crimp pliers, the one closest to your handle has like this little V coming out, and then it has the hole above. Mine has 3 holes for 3 different sizes, but we're going to start with this bottom one. We're going to lay the crimp in there, and you can see it in the side. And I'm going to just squeeze it down. And what it does is it folds that over. And I've successfully gotten 1 wire in each fold. From there, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to turn it at a 90-degree angle. And I want it in this second one, which is for 2 millimeters. I'm going to hold it in there and I'm just going to squeeze it down. So at this point, I'm going to pull and I want to see if I have a good crimp. Can't believe you have a storm coming. I love these pliers so much. Then we're going to put on a crimp cover. Now, here's the thing with crimp covers. A lot of people hate them because they're hard to maneuver. If you're struggling in maneuvering them, lay your crimp cover down here and put your crimp inside of it. Either way, you just want it around. Give it a little squeeze, and once it's like there, like these edges have met, I go to like the side to side motion. So if you notice, I'm on this side, but the bottom down here. And I'm just going to slowly push that closed back and forth until I get a good close. This is a hollow bead. You don't want to put too much muscle in it because you can crush it. It's not pretty when you crush it. You can remove it and start over with the new one, but that's never fun either. So we're going to give it a good close there. The other thing that you can do is use the circle part of this, because see, it's going to keep it a circle and just make sure that everything's rounded. And there we have it. So we are going to slide our beads up and we're going to rinse and repeat at the other side and our bracelet will be finished. Does anybody have any questions? So for the other side, we're going to repeat. We're going to put on our crimp tube. What size wire am I using? Hi, Joan. How are you? I am using let me grab it for you. So this is 0.0. No, this is not. That's the wrong package. Hold on, babe. Why can I not find the right package? I just had it. All right, I can't find the package. It's buried somewhere. Look, Tamara. Give me 1 second, love. So 0.018 inches or 0.46. I'm using the 7 strand. This is not the same as Parawire. This is actually a totally different product. So what this is, you can see here, it has 7 strands that are stainless steel, and they're wrapped in a plastic coating for flexibility. Parawire is for creating wraps, making loops. Yes, Parawire is very good for using, making your own findings. Got you. Okay, so up and around, down through. We're going to go back through that. And then I'm going to show this. See how I'm holding this? This is the one that goes all the way through the bracelet, right? So I'm using my finger to push the loose one. I'm holding this one and I'm using my finger to push this back through the beads. I don't know if this works for you. Everybody has a different way of doing it. It literally is whatever works for you. Some people prefer just to chop it off at the crimp. I like having extra wire. I've said this a million times, and I'm going to say it for those in the back that didn't hear me. This does not have anything to do with the integrity of my crimping. It has to do with I do a ton of in-person shows, and I want the ability to resize my bracelets. Renee, you're very welcome. I do demos every Thursday. And sometimes when I'm live selling, we break out the beads and start making stuff. So I'm pulling this down. I have it. But if you're struggling with this, here's a fun little trick. Take either a pair of pliers or your pokey. Can you hear me? Hook it inside of your wire guard. You've got a hold of this and use the counter pressure and just pull. Oh, we're just whopping that all out of shape, aren't we, Tam? Give me a second, Critter, and I'll go right back to it because I don't mind showing them off. I love them so much. So we're going to pull, counter pressure. Why is this messing up? Because I'm trying to demo it. Yeah, it's being silly. It's okay. I will say this with beading, you need to have patience. Not everything works every time. Even if you're somebody like me that has been doing this for 40, 50 years, sometimes it's just destined to mess up, and that's okay. He says it with the utmost love. So we have this pulled down. It's loose, it's flowy. You do not want it to be tight, okay? If you pull it too tight, this is going to be stiff when you wear it and it's going to be uncomfortable. You also need to take into consideration that you still need to fit your crimp cover in there. So make sure when you get ready to do this that you have plenty of play in here to fit your crimp. We're going to lay this in here. I want to make sure that my wire guard is not in the pliers. I'm going to squeeze down just like I did before. I'm going to bend it over so it's tightened down. Again, I'm going to pull on it to make sure it's good and tight. Then I am going to grab this, pulling it as tight as possible, and watch what happens. I'm going to pull this as tight as possible. I'm snipping it, but when I release it, those beads, that end goes in the center of this bead. So it's not going to pop out, it's not going to poke anybody. If you do this correctly and take your time with it slowly, you do not have to worry about that wire jabbing anyone. Just saying. Doesn't change the integrity. It merely changes the ability for me to resize them at in-person shows or in sales on whatnot, however that goes. We're going to close that crimp bead down. And there we have a matching bracelet. You just need to text me a whole list, babe. And we're just gonna put you on a monthly payment plan. Okay. So um I think for the sake of here we are, I am going to grab seems a little excessive for that bracelet. There we go. And yeah, I'm just giving you alternatives, babe. Or, yeah. I mean, we don't want that. We'd like to keep you around. Hubby's not allowed to hurt you. Tell him you have some new extremely overprotective friends and that's not acceptable. So we do that. I didn't think you would joke about that, dear. All right, off we go to our pliers. Do I have a butterfly clasp? You want me to start looking for stuff? Rude, ma'am. Probably. Do you know me? Of course I do. Am I going to change this clasp later? Absolutely. We're getting done with this bracelet right now. Renee, right? Okay, who pays the bills in your house, Renee? Like physically, not who makes the money. Who pays the bills? That's the fun part of this question. There you go. You have all the control, ma'am. Hi, Maria. I can't believe you guys have a storm coming in. It's like 100 and bazillion degrees here. I'd have to fix this before I do this because it's going to drive me crazy. Here, I'll at least do this. Will this make you feel better, Alice? If I do like a decorative one. Better? Okay. I know you're like, you're ruining my beads. That you can't judge me. You sent these to me. There we go. No judgment allowed. Okay, so Renee needs to have shows. She, I showed earlier, she has all of her designs. I told her that, like when I first met her, that Renee needs to do shows on here. But she has all of her stuff listed on her Instagram account. We went over and looked at it a while ago. Scared. That's okay. You have lots of good friends to come help you. So, this is what we've done. We made a pair of earrings and a matching bracelet. And that's just one bag. Yeah, one bag. We have so many more bags to play with. It's exciting. We have a few of these left over. Yeah, we all already like you. Just need to do it. Oh, Critter, I'm going to show you these before we go into another bag. This is education. Tell your wife not to call for just like a few minutes. This is education for what to look for in your meandering at estate sales. So I got all of these in that bag, but these are actually vintage cloisonne. They were handmade, and the way you can tell the difference between the vintage, that one's coming apart, I need to glue it back on, is the ones that are manufactured these days, you can't feel the metal. So what they did is they placed the metal on, and here is an example. They placed the metal and then they put the color in and fill it in. So this is what they look like before they put this black in here. And you can actually feel the raised. And these beads are amazing. I got all of these. These are actually Tibetan silver. And when you cling them together, no, that's bass backwards. Critter. The smooth ones are the machined ones that are the Chinese people make now. The rough ones are the old school ones that you can actually feel the metal. The Tibetan silver, when you have it in your hand, my bracelets are loud. I was waiting for that. I was so waiting for that. And these are some vintage trade beads that are made out of ceramic. Yes, I'm talking about beads. It's going to live forever. So anyway, the cloisonne beads, regardless of whether they're old or new, are very fun to work with. They're pricey. I have some that are like butterflies that are vintage that sell for like $10-15 a bead. There you go. There's your cloisonne for the day. Oh, and I also got some clasps. I got a cute little puppy. Some of the trade beads in the brass, and then some side drilled stone. Those may find. And Amy got all the pony beads out of the bag. The puppy. Isn't it cute? I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's cute. All right. One set made. So we will put it in a bag and put it in the, I know, right? Put it in the made bag. Oh, Karen, are you still here, lovely? These are the 3 that I have made. I don't know which one you were talking about. You have a tornado watch, Maria? Maria, you should just come stay with me until all of this weather goes away from your area so you're safe. But you have clean hair now. Be careful, loves. They are careful. They have, so this is a stretch one. I put this little thing on here so I could put a charm on it. This is with a clasp. And then this one is with, it's another one I put a thing on to do a charm, but I mean, I have a ton of these. I can do it however you want it. So that's just to give you an idea. You get to go under the house. Nice. These are what I made last Thursday, you guys. These were last Thursday's demo. I showed how to do stretch bracelets in those. So, look at this Scrumptious amethyst that I got. So in love with that. Scrumptious. That is a new word for good amethyst. Dairy Queen. Did I see your comment? Okay, we'll talk. I think stretch. Okay. Either way. Yeah. You tell me what you want and I'll do it for you, baby. Anything you want, love. Yeah. So those are things that we've made recently. And now we are going to pivot. We're going to pivot to a different bag of beads. Haven't decided what yet, but we're going to pivot because Alice sent me all the goods. Let's see. Didn't you send me some rose quartz stuff in here? Thought so. I just don't know where it is. Or should we just go to the carnelian and do my fave, right? Go to my fave. Strawberry. Ooh. Strawberry quartz. Strawberry. Also good. I feel like strawberry and clear quartz benefit from each other. Where is the other bag of strawberry? Good Lord, I'm going to dump this out. Maybe not. I must have set the other one aside. We're going to hold off on that just because I have a thought. I have a different thought in mind. We are going to play with something different right now. So I got these. You have fun, honey. You're good. I got a bunch of carnelian. I got these juicy carnelians. And then a couple of weeks ago, I got these and these. So all of this, I think, is going to make, I need the rounds that I got. There we go. Look at us go, guys. Everything has to be color coordinated in my world. It's a thing. Okay. So, where are the barrels? Oh, the big ones? Are you talking these really big ones up here? Those? Yeah. I had to make a choice. Am I going to use this or this? Because I don't want to use both at this point. So I made a choice with these. Because if I use both, it's going to be too heavy. So this is where we're at, my friends. I need a bag for these. Where did the bag go? I really like the shape of these. With the shape, it's the same cut as these that I got, so I think they're going to go really well together. Hi everybody, welcome. We're just playing in the bathroom. If you have any requests, if you'd like to see anything that's in the auction or the bin, give me a holler. I will pull it out for you, run it, do whatever. You know, we're here. We're here to teach, make money, and just overall have a good time. Just going to put these back in here. I'll auction tonight too. I can if you want me to. I don't have a problem with that. I'm pretty good at just pivoting wherever we need to go, friends. I feel like I have this tiny little space right here to work with, and it's very limiting. So we're going to go up a smidge, and now I have this much space to work in. So from T to W, you can see. Okay. That's the whole thing. Yeah, that's going to get cut. That's obnoxious. So, gosh, those are gorgeous. I'm literally picking out three of those. Now, when you are using huge, big, chunky beads in a bracelet, you have to do one of two things. in order to make it fit well. You either need to make sure that you have fairly decent sized spacers to give it movement, or use smaller beads in between, or both. I just realized one of my beads is broken. That makes me very sad. Anyhow, sometimes that happens when they come from the manufacturer like that. We're going to go to this end, chop this because I don't want to mess with that end either. And we're just going to throw some really pretty good stripy ones in here. Okay. So here's the thing with doing this when I'm designing, when I'm putting stuff together, I I know that I can change my mind, right? I know that how I lay this out may not lay well on my arm or somebody's arm when I'm selling them. So it's kind of kind of have to play with it, you know? Um, what size are you making? Are you making a 7-inch bracelet? Are you making an 8-inch bracelet? Are you making something that's a stretch bracelet that can be moved around? Are you making a clasp? These are all things to take into consideration when you're designing something. And there's a part of this, if you look at this, um, here, I'll show you this one. So this bracelet here, it has a large focal. So we're going to have a large focal here. But if I space these incorrectly and they're at the side of my wrist, it's going to lay funny. So I either need to make sure that it's going to be at the top or it's going to be underneath, because when you get the larger ones at the 4 points, it doesn't feel right when you wear it. Does that make sense? So pay attention to those kinds of things when you're designing. I have a pokey tool in here somewhere. I don't know where it's at, so we're going to use a wire. When I cut that off, okay, we got that out. Much better. So I'm going to put spacers. I'm going to put some other carnelian in there, and we're going to kind of just space this out a little bit so it has some movement to it. That's what we're doing. Okay. So I don't want that dark carnelian right up against each other. However, I think we're going to save those for the next one. And we have these little chippies over here. Let's see what they look like. Just see. So these are nuggets. They're called nuggets because they're really not chips. Some of them are rounded. I have every piece of wire in the world but the one I want. Here we go. This is a stainless steel rod that I use to string beads on, and see how they look laying against each other. See if I like it. See if, just I mean right there. That looks horrible together. So sometimes with that, you can flip them over and they lay a little bit better. I don't like how the wire's showing on this, so that's a reject. That's better. And we're just gonna like string some stuff on and see what it's gonna look like. We may or may not use this, you guys. It's just a thought. Possibly. So if we lay this in here and do a double strand, that's a possibility. Let's drink some more of these on. I'm liking this. Are you guys bored to death? I'm sorry. Welcome to my brain. It goes 100 miles an hour and I forget to talk. But this is all just like, so that's going to fit there. So we're going to do that at the end down here. You can hear me think, yeah, you guys have been around long enough. You know what my brain's saying. So if we, let's measure out loud. So that's 5 inches. So we need a half an inch more to get to 6. So for this, if we do this, and we can put some metal spacers in here when we decide what color metal. So to go with this, we need those. I do not like that one. You gotta go, bud. You gotta go. No. Okay, so I guess I digress. So that's gonna sit there, which is lines up. Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm okay. And then, good. We're going to put this. So the smaller bead is going to set where the big one is. Okay. And then we're going to put these in the spaces in between. So let's find us some. That's too much. Kids are all like, I'm done with you, Tam. You're taking too long. Put the smaller one in here. Welcome, everyone. We're doing like a crazy design for some reason. It just decided to jump out of my brain. And here we are. So again, I'm checking how much I need. I'm going to need 3 or 4 more right there. That one might work. It doesn't want to go on there. It says no, we're not going to play with this. Thank you, darling.
My pleasure, sweetheart.
Rob just brought me hot coffee, you guys. I'm so spoiled.
Hola, guys.
Rob says hola. Did you just call them guys? That's not going to work. I don't like that. Maria says hi. on the struggle bus to find stuff. Karen says hi. Zombie Panda says I'm a girl, not a guy. I just gotta give him shit. There. One more. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough to do this if I keep being all picky about this. Do I have carnelian nuggets somewhere in my stash? Maybe. We'll see. Men are supposed to serve their women. Yeah. Do you serve your wife? Yeah, absolutely. Rob spoils me to death. It's kind of crazy. He always has. Even before we got married. See how that's looking? Just so you see what I'm doing here, I'm just building something that's going to go with this. Was my thought process. Oh, that's awesome. Do I? Oh, we gotta go. Da, 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 da. Oh, Chinese buffet sounds so good. I don't know why. I need some buffet Chinese food. I know, right? Does that mean I'm hungry? Where is the hole in this thing? There we go. Alice, do you have more of these? Or did you send me all you had? I'm thinking I'm really loving them. Probably not. But just in case, love. Do I? Keep grabbing from the wrong end. Oh, we gotta go. Okay, so we have a round one at each of these points. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 more down here. And we should be good to go with this. 1, 2. Three. Oh, I made taco salad the other night. It was so good. Been a minute since we'd had taco salads. One more, Tim. So good. Yeah. I do it like the old school way too. Nope, that one's too big. I did like almost like the buffet style, so everybody could put whatever they wanted in their food. That was really good. So this is what we got going for the bracelet, you guys. Sushi shop. Okay. Well. Yeah. I'm not a huge sushi fan. I know. Can we even be friends? I know what you all are thinking. Oh, wait. I'll go play with the baby chicks while you guys eat sushi. How's that? Baby chicks are awesome. Are you, well, I was going to say, are you raising them for food? But that was a silly question because your wife is not going to let you butcher those chickens. It's not even going to be an option, Critter. So if that was your game plan, you're SOL. I think we should probably put around one on each end there. I was kind of sitting here contemplating that. Only the eggs. Okay. Yeah, I have neighbors for that. I have to take a picture of my neighbor's farm stand. Like, I legit can drive to the end of our road, and there's like a little farm stand with a cooler and all the things, and you can grab all the deals. So I don't have to have the noise or the mess of chickens, and I get fresh eggs all the time. Probably, possibly, copper. Truth. They are. Carnelian. Orca bag. There's bits and copper beads. That would be if I could find it. Yeah, I didn't see the corn. I was looking for that and I didn't see it. I feel like I have a bag missing. Because I gave Rob his gifts from you. I don't see it. I know better than do that. I put nothing somewhere special. Except for Karen's bracelet got put someplace special. Because I'm an idiot like that. No, your drawer's full. Wait. I know what you're talking about. This bag. No, this is Make Alice jewelry. I can't use those. I'm not messing with that until I know what I'm using for yours. Ma'am, I have so much copper in this house. I'm gonna be okay. I just need to figure out which way we're going. Do I? Oh, we gotta go. I'll just bring out the core basics and we'll be good with that. I know, but what if I need, like, if I'm making your jewelry? Hi, Mary. How are you, my friend? We were talking about you. You're fine. They were just asking me who made my ring so they could come follow you and come get Are you like really going to push this issue? Oh, the roses. I see what you're talking about. No, those are too big. They are not going to work for what I need. I need little ones to go in between here. Yeah. I got you. Okay. I mean, so guys, if Mary listed these rings for $20, how many of you would buy one? Screenshot that shit, Mary. I'll screenshot it for you. See? Yes, you should make custom rings. And I don't know how much they're going to cost you guys because she gifted me this. I screenshotted it. I'll send it to you, love. I don't know what the materials cost, and I don't know what the cost would be, but whatever it is, it's amazing because, and the reason I love this so much is I struggle to get thumb rings that fit well because my arthritis, my knuckles are so large. To get over the knuckles and down here where it's thin, it is so hard. And this, I can separate so it doesn't hurt my thumb getting it on, and then I can just form it to my thumb here, and I love it so much. So, okay, see? Exactly. Right? There you go, Mare. I will send you the list of people that want one. Because, I mean, it's just, I love it. So, like, I had to, do you know how I struggled to get my moonstone on this thumb? Because I wanted to keep it over here, because I like it over here. I have a reason for this. I like it on the left because Rob's left-handed, and so I put Rob Loves Me on my left hand. I don't know, I'm weird like that. You want yours to say Alice Loves Mary. Oh. Or it could say We All Love Alice. That's a thing. We love Alice. So I'm using these itty bitty beads here, you guys. And the reason I'm using the itty bitty beads is kind of like a hinge. Because I don't want these two beads sitting up against each other, because then it's not going to lay correctly. Just saying. So we're going to put those on either side of these chunky carnelians. And then we're going to grab some of these star spacers on either side of these beads. And I think that's going to give us enough movement that we should be okay, right? In theory. We'll see what happens. I'm missing a carnelian. Actually missing two carnelians. Ah, la 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 la. How did I do that, my friends? Mary's like, what the heck did I walk into? I've been bragging on your stuff, Mary. That's what you walked into. So we have that hinge, another hinge, that, that, that. Okay. Did I get it all? 2, 2. We're going to try this. You saw all the ats? Yeah. Well, we were they were asked because I was talking about it and they were asking. And then somebody's like, wait, who did you say did that? And so I said it again. And they're like, wait, can you type it so we can screenshot it? And so that's, have I ever thought about making my own beads? I do it all the time, hon. I make paper beads. I make beads from copper wire. I have made some from like wire wrapping, but that was kind of back in the day. I haven't done that for a minute. So yeah, it's loads of fun. I taught how to make paper beads on here a couple of years ago. I repeated the class. I don't remember. I get my brain, I get bored easily. So I have to come up with new things to do or I get bored. But I always come back to teaching beading because I love beading. I love paper crafting, junk journaling, painting, drawing. I do acrylic, watercolors. I mean, seriously, I kind of do all the things. I've done leather work, like getting rock stones and like using a rock tumbler and making the shit you want. Yes, Rob and I go rock hounding. I have 2 rock tumblers and I have a drill press to drill holes in the beads or the rocks that I get. I also wire wrap, so if I find something that is I don't want to drill a hole in, I do know how to wire wrap. So there's that too. Absolutely. I actually have quite a bit of I have a bunch of selenite that we got when we went up to Utah. I have you need to drill a ton of pearls. It's not that hard. Are they do they have any holes at all, Mary? None. Okay. So I'm assuming that you have the look at that bead. Look at this. It's gorgeous. Anyway, I'm assuming that you have the thing to hold them to drill with. I can't think what it's called. It's a like a base that you set it in. I would show you, but it's probably out in Rob's shop because that's something that I do out in his shop because it's messy because you have to have water involved. Do you have any oh, look at that one. I think English is hard some days. Do you have any sea glass? I know you used to have a ton of sea glass. I bought some from you. You believe so, you just haven't tried to set it all up. The key to it is to go slow. The Urban Charm. Hello and welcome, dear. We're making a carnelian double strand bracelet because my friend sent me all these beads and I'm trying to Alice Gifty Gypsy. We came into your show last night and I'm having 3 conversations and stringing beads all at the same time because, that's how we're working. I do every Thursday, I do create inventory with me because I do a lot of in-person shows. I work mainly with natural stone because I do most of my in-person shows at Gem and Mineral shows. So we're just kind of playing right now. This is multitasking at a level you cannot do. Well, it's okay, Critter. So see how what I was talking about, by putting these tiny little spacers here, they really don't take away from the design, but they allow these beads to move freely. You see what I mean? So that's what I meant by like a mini hinge. You want to have movement in your bracelets, in your necklaces, all the things. So we're going to stay there. We're going to grab another one and we're going to do this other and see how it lays there. Um, so you guys, if you weren't in my bead show last night, we raided into the Urban Charm. I know I do too sometimes, but when I'm teaching, I try to curb my fly through stuff moments. Um, you're welcome. The Urban Charm actually makes jewelry. She has been doing it professionally, I believe she said, for like 15 years. So she has some really awesome stuff. Here, I want to show you. This is funny. This is sitting here. I have a metal stamp that I've been stamping for my jewelry, and I hate it with all that is holy. So I really honestly need to have a conversation with you about making them for me and time frames because I have my next in person is I need to have them by June. So we need to have a conversation definitely. But yeah. Um so a little bit about me. I'm old. I have been making jewelry for over 40 years and I have been teaching professionally for over 30. I also teach paper crafting, junk journaling, altered books, all the things. I've just been doing it forever. So it was very serendipitous that we would go into your show of all things last night and found a kindred soul. Exactly. Oh, I do paint, I draw, I teach. What else do? I do all the things. I crochet. I cannot knit to save my soul. That's a fun fact about me. I cannot knit. Exactly. I kind of figured that from listening to you last night. She was selling beads dirt cheap. We all know I cringed at that, but that's okay. It's all good. They manufacture stuff at their shop in California. So that's cool. And all the things, you guys. So give her a follow. She was very sweet and very welcoming to us, jumping in her show, telling her what not to do. Because, I try to save new people um, if I can. Have you been doing those Easter eggs for long, hun? Just out of curiosity? Or is that a new thing for Easter? Right. I get that. Okay. So I meant to message you this morning and I forgot to, and I didn't mean to come across as rude, but the way you worded it and the way you're doing it is technically against terms of service. Because, people are jerks. They're fun. They're great. So I would love to have a conversation with you about it if you're open to it. And I wasn't trying to be rude the other night, but I didn't want you to get in trouble. Last night, not the other night. So that was why we were like, no. If you want to say something private in somebody's show that you don't want anybody but the host to see, you can put certain terms that cause you to get redlined, which is what we were doing last night. The terms that get you redlined are most body parts, male and female, PayPal, uh, BB, I think it's BBC. There's just different things that will get you redlined, and that red chat, nobody but the host or mods can see. So that is a way to communicate with someone that's live. It goes bright red, so whoever's running the show actually sees it, and yeah, keeps people out of trouble. So you see what just happened there, my friends? It's too short, and that stinks. I know. And I mean, I love your stuff. I love what you're doing. And welcome to the handmade community. We are an awesome, supportive community. And I'm the crotchety old lady that's blunt and just tells it like it is. You either love me or hate me. And that's a thing. Shizballs. We need just a smidge more. Stop saying old. I Well, the thing with it is I'm older than most of the people that hang out with me, love. That's all. I just booted myself out of my. See? When I'm the fun, crotchety mom of whatnot. I am not older than Mary, no. And Mary's another amazing jewelry designer. I've been on here for 3 years, hanging out, doing my thing. I started. Thank you for that clarification, Critter. Why is that red line? That is so weird to me. I know Mape uses that all the time. I never realized why. British Broadcasting. Are you messing with me? Guys, they're messing with me. Welcome in, everyone. Thanks for joining. No, I do not. Oh, I can't even, you guys. Oh, I love you guys so much. So much. I love you guys. You make me laugh. We're live on YouTube too. That's awesome. Okay. So, Urban Dictionary. I need an Urban Dictionary, I guess. Gracious me. Oh my. I'm just an old hippie. I don't pay attention. So, now we're even. How is this going to lay together? That is like a whole wop load of amazing carnelian. I'm just saying. I haven't made a huge bracelet like this for quite a while, so we're going to play with this. Okay. So, go to the copper bin. go to the copper bin. And yeah, we're just going to do these. I'm grabbing some 2mm crimp tubes. I am going to grab some wire guards. I didn't need that many. And I need some crimp covers. We're going to see how this all works out, you guys. I may love it or hate it. Who knows? But here we are. Okay. Let's see, what else do we need here? Yeah, I'm gonna need some of these just because I said so. So we're gonna do the I don't know, those may be too small. I may need to get bigger ones. Cord of threads. I've been wanting to make a layered bracelet like this, but I am intimidated for some reason. Cord of threads, don't be intimidated. Look at it as a single strand. Do what you like I just did. And then get a second strand and just lay it beside it and adjust with how it lays together. If you look at the whole picture, it can be intimidating and just make you go, nope. But if you start with a bracelet that you really like and you want to make something to complement it, a lot of the kits that I used to put together were 3-strand ones just to get people over the intimidation of doing multiples. And I'm sure I have extras floating around here somewhere. If you need me to find you one, I will. I need a big, you're going to make me do a big, bold toggle. I see that. Yeah. Absolutely. Come hang with us. We'll figure you out. We're going to do a big, chunky toggle. I don't remember the last time. I think because I've only done a necklace with 1 inch and I've done some with wax cord and 4-hole connectors in the center. But I feel this is different. Nah. The only difference is how you hook it together. Legit. And realistically, if you've done necklaces, you it's just a shorter version, love. Thank you. I have a plethora of stuff here, my dear. I'm a bead hoarder. I sell beads and findings, but I'm also a bead hoarder. Well, Cord of Threads, you are welcome to take progress pictures and send them to me for advice if you would like. Guys, Rob brought me hot coffee. This is so good. Yum, delicious. Okay. Yeah, it's a whole thing. We have the handmade community here is really awesome. When I first started on here, they didn't have a handmade community. They had what was called arts and crafts. Rude. Arts and crafts. And I mean, you have to look at the logistics of whatnot. It's, for the most part, the whole company is made up of kids in their 20s and 30s. Nikki. I know. Hi, Nikki. How are you doing, love? Thank you so much for the raid. Y'all, if you are not following Nikki August Coloring, you need to give her a follow. She is a ridiculously talented artist. She does coloring books, hence the August Coloring. You know the really cool mandala books and all of that that you buy in the store? She does all the drawings for those and publishes them. And it's such an honor to have you here, dear. So thank you for joining. And everybody, please give Nikki a follow. She's just a sweet human. Did you have a good show, love? Alaska, nobody's business. You're welcome. Okay. I went over this 10 times already, so I'm not going to do it again. If you have any questions or you're just coming in and need me to explain this, please stop me before I do the next one. How's that? Crimping. 90-degree. If I can get it in there. Why is it sitting crooked and being a pain? I don't know, because I'm on camera showing how to do it, right? Always give it a tug. Make sure you have a good crimp. You are very welcome, Nikki. Nikki used to ride our Artisan Creative Raid Train bazillion years ago. Thank you for all the help. I've got my show coming up in a bit. Gonna eat dinner before my show. Have a great rest of your show. I will. Thank you so very much. And you are always welcome to reach out to me if you have questions. Okay, covering this crimp because it wants to go on sideways. And have a good show, dear. Squeeze slowly. Perfect. Bam. Okay, we got this. Oh, you mean like the multitasking of having a full-blown conversation, doing crimps all at the same time? Yeah, that's the thing. It's when you're mom to 3 boys and half the neighborhood, you have to learn to adapt. And no, it's just second nature to do this, you guys, honestly. It's no huge feat. Back through. So you guys are bragging on me and now it's gonna get all messed up. It's like a wild animal. Lynn, are you comparing me to a wild animal, ma'am? What? Oh, I was talking to Greta on the phone last night, you guys, and it's something that I was thinking about, or she asked me, and I was like, yeah, no, don't make me sad. But I haven't really shared it with you guys, and it's something that's kind of like because you guys know I'll do my garden, I do all my herbal stuff. Well, because we went straight into 106-degree weather from 40-degree weather, we didn't have a quote unquote spring, and I was not able to plant anything in my garden. So I don't know how that's going to work out. I'm not happy about it. And yeah, it's ridiculous. Know how I hold the tools and components. Oh, yeah. So I'm not going to crimp this one off just yet. I'm going to do one end of this because I want to see how they lay together. So I'm going to leave this, it's ready to go, but I'm just going to leave it like this uncrimped in case I need to take it apart and change spacing on this. Because what I'm looking at here is they look like they're going to fit perfectly to take it apart. One day when I haven't been on for like 3 hours, I will mess up on purpose and show you how to take those apart and fix them. But today is not that day. So here we go. Bam. All right. So again, we have the crimp tube. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you for joining. Critter, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I greatly appreciate it. Can you message me and explain? Because I'm really curious. Pray, please. Nighty night. You said there was a reason you sent me that, but you would explain later. I want to know what it's for. Did you forget already? Who's the old one around here? Oh, you're so adorable. Thank you. Okay, off we go. Crimping, crimping, crimping. Give it a little squeeze, pulling it down, laying it in there. Squeeze, turn. Pinch, poke, pull. It's not sliding. We're good. We're going to slide this down in. Again. Oh, no, that's too long because I want it in the middle of that bead. So I'm going to snip a little bit off of there. All gone. In the middle. Slide these down. Grab my other bada bing crimp tube, wire guard, up and around. Ooh, I did not leave myself very much wire with that, did I? Oh, gracious. Make me work for this, aren't you, Tim? Back through. Why is this so short? Interesting. I swear I cut those the same size. Why is it acting silly? Back down through. You just have to have patience with this kind of stuff, you guys. I swear I cut them the same size. I don't even understand what happened. Maybe I picked up the wrong one. Who knows? It's okay. We got this. I've worked with shorter wires. Bam. Okay. Here we go. So The other thing I want to do before I crimp that down is I want to put this other wire guard on this side so I can take into consideration for the length of that, or the width, I guess I should say, because it's the length doesn't really matter at this point. I don't want that 3 millimeters to mess me up at the other end, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we have that, we have this. So this is what I like to do when I'm doing double bracelets. And here you go. This is the trick. Okay. I will take, even if it's just random eye pins. Okay. I'm going to put these onto this pin and I'm going to hang it so they're even. This is how it's going to sit on your jump ring. And I want to see how is it going to lay down here. This one, oh, come on. Here, I'll hold it straight down here so you can see the ends. So they're not far off here. So if I have them hooked through here, I have all the ends, hold them together. How is this going to lay as a bracelet, right? So I'm just testing it out for what it's going to look like. And I think I like it. It's amazing, actually, if I do say so myself. Mary, have a blessed rest of your evening, hun. Thank you for stopping by. And thank you again for my amazing gift. So you see how I did that is I'm just kind of faking having these on a clasp to see how it's going to hang. How's it going to look? Am I going to like this? Is it going to be too chunky? All the things, right? And I think I like the way it's laying. It is chunky. It's good. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to close off these two ends. And then we're going to go from there. So obviously we have enough room here. We have our little beads that are going to give us movement. So do you guys remember yes, last night Maple was in the room and she was saying that um, the jewelry that I make for in person is just fire. A lot of this, obviously, what I'm making right now is for my in persons. And a lot of this kind of stuff I just don't sell on Whatnot because people on Whatnot are used to getting stuff for dirt cheap. And I refuse to sell these for dirt cheap. So I'm going to point that out. But I make stuff like this all the time and I enjoy it and it's fun. And this is the kind of stuff that goes to my in persons. Most of my jewelry at the in persons are higher priced, but it also has like all natural stones. They sneer at the glass. It's kind of cute. They don't understand the whole Whatnot phenomena of check glass because they don't have any use for that. It's kind of cute. If your crimp covers are sticking together, oftentimes you can just drop them and they will pop apart. Excuse me, sir. Get down out of my way. This, throwing on the crimp covers real quick, and then we'll go to finishing this with a clasp. Alice, are you ready for your show, babe? Alice has a raid train tonight. There's that one. And my other one. Nah, sell your stuffs. You've got good stuff. Can we hook on there? Thank you. Sometimes these things don't want to play nice. I'm gonna flip it over. My eyes are getting tired. I can't. Guys, when you're looking through this camera for like 2 hours, 3 hours, your eyeballs, 2.5 hours, your eyeballs start getting wonky and it's hard to see when you're demoing, or anyway for me. So there I have it around. So now I'm just kind of looking to the side so I can see what I'm doing because my eyeballs are cray right now. Okay, there we have it. So what are we going to do here? We need some heavy duty jump rings. And I think just for the sake of space, we are going to, we probably should have hooked those on, but that's okay. Side to side, open those. We're going to put this, and the end of our toggle. And then we're going to close it side to side. And if you need to, just rock it back and forth, and you can actually feel it pop into where it needs to go, right? Okay, so got that. So there's one end. That works really well. Now, for this end, because we have big chunky beads, I think what we're going to do, I know what we're going to do, is we're going to open this and we're going to set that aside. We're going to make sure that we have a couple of these. Can't hold on to it to save my soul right now. And I want to make sure that these are all lined up well. So here's the thing. We're going to lay this flat, make sure that we're not twisted in any way. It's a lot easier with these big chunky beads than it is with some of the smaller beads. So I put a second jump ring on here. You'll see why in a minute. I want to make sure that I get both of these. And I'm going to close this up. And we got that. So with this, I'm going to take this and I want it to lay up. So everything is laying flat. And I'm going to hook into that extra jump ring that I put on. See how I just created that? And then I want this to be up. So I'm going to hook this in here. Don't drop it. You can drop all those things. And then I'm going to close that up. Get a better grip on it, Tam. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to hold this so you can see what I'm doing, and it's very awkward. Okay, now we got it. So, what I did was, because these are big chunky beads, I put a couple extra jump rings. So when you go to use the toggle, you don't actually have to struggle to get it in there. Does that make sense? And there we have it. Done and done. Any questions? Uh-oh. I think we're done. It's 5:55. Angel numbers. Thank you, Joan. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you hanging out with me tonight, this afternoon, whatever it happens to be for you. We managed to do not a lot. Gracious me, oh my. We did a lot of teaching. Kimmer, thank you so much. So we did the bracelet and earrings, and we did the carnelian bracelet. Joan, thank you. Please bookmark my future shows, all of you. I love teaching. I love sharing. If you have questions, if you have requests, if you have like, I just cannot figure out how to make whatever, can you please demo it? I will be happy to do that because I do this every Thursday. So, we have upcoming in April, we have a lot coming up. We have the Artisan Creative Train, which I host every month for demos. You always make it look so effortless. Thank you, Karen. Yes. If you go like this, in my shop, in my buy now, there's a listing there that says bookmark to be notified when I go live. If you click on this little bell here, well, it's not going to do it because it's mine. There's like a little tab there. And if you click on that, whenever I go live, you'll get a notification that I've gone live. So that's how you do that. Wednesdays are beads and findings, as most of you know. Thursdays are create inventory with me. I'm always teaching something in the bead room. Most Friday nights, if I don't have in person, we're in the art room learning or playing together or painting or whatever. Maria. Oh, yeah, right. Aren't they pretty? Thank you. I know what that means. They're pretty. Wowzers. I love it, Maria. Thank you. Every Saturday, Rob and I do live crafty thrifting. It is our date night. We go live thrifting for you to get you the best deals that we can find because we have a plethora of thrift stores here in Arizona. And we have just all kinds of things going on. So bookmark my shows. Thank you all for hanging with me forever. I know. We're going to see if we have. Greta's on. Well, that's why she wasn't answering me. Shall we go see what Greta's doing? Do we want to go see what Greta's doing tonight? Yeah. Yeah. We'll go see Greta. We're going to go see what Greta's doing. Much love to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you have questions or you need anything, please reach out to me. Have a very good night to all of you, Friend of the Forest. Thank you so much. All of you, thank you. And I will see you Saturday for live crafty thrifting. Have a blessed rest of your night. Bye.